What up, y'all? It's your man Wayne Train back with another joint. And first and foremost, I want to make sure everybody's out here being safe, being clean. Don't be out here spreading your nasty germs to people and kids and elderly, our grandmas and grandpas, everybody. Just be safe, be clean. Don't be nasty. Wash your hands, wash your feet, wash your lips. Stop rubbing your face, shaking hands, stop shaking hands, no daps, none of that. Just keep it. That's how we rocking. That's how, if you see me in the streets or anything, hey, that's how we saluting each other. So anyway, man, it's your man Wayne Train back with another joint. And we got a little camera autofocus comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra and the Xiaomi Note 10. So let's get it. Now, if you don't know where I go by the name Wayne Train. My real name is Dwayne, Mims. You can search that up at the top. It might be a little bit easier for you, but man, we do unboxings, tech videos over here, man. All kinds of stuff involving the world of tech. Videos like this, autofocus comparisons, all kinds of stuff. So if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing to your boy. But like I said in the beginning, we're doing a little bit of an autofocus comparison here. So what that means, we're just going to be going in and out, checking a little bit of just checking out subjects. We're going to be zooming in and out, putting the phone close to different subjects, and we'll see which phone performs a little bit better in that department. It's a little bit, the conversation's kind of over. We already know that the autofocus on the S20 Ultra is pretty trash. But my idea about comparing these two phones in particular is because they both feature a very similar camera setup. They both feature the same 108 megapixel lens. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that same lens is actually produced by Samsung itself. Or themselves rather. So I feel like, hey, why not make this comparison? Both phones do not feature dual pixel autofocus. They both feature just face detection autofocus. The boy Kevin the Tech Ninja, not that I know him or anything, but I definitely watch his videos. Great reviewer. Go check his videos out. Shout out to him. He's the one who kind of hit me to dual pixel autofocus, so I did a little bit more research on that. I'm not going to do too much in-depth talking about that specifically. It basically is just a better form of autofocus than face detection autofocus. So what you're going to get and the end result is less hunting, smoother transitions between subjects and the foreground, the background, and all that stuff. So, but we'll go ahead and check it out because, while that is true, it's a better form of autofocus. It does not mean you can't achieve good autofocus without it. There's definitely DSLR cameras that do it, but we're talking about smartphones here. But these two in particular as well, one definitely does perform a little bit better, and you may be surprised. So let's go ahead and check it out right now. All right, y'all. So first up, we got the autofocus on the Xiaomi Note 10. I'm just going to go move in and out of some subjects just to show you guys what it's like. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and try to focus on this tripod. And you can see that nice depth of field. And then I'm going to fade out and move in. So yeah, I feel like that's a good transition. It doesn't jump, but there's a little stutter. Some of the stutters I believe that you will experience on this phone may be due to the processor more so than the actual autofocus mechanism or whatever it is, whatever hardware that's doing this, or software, whatever. I believe that it's actually pretty good. So just for that, on that subject, we're good. So what I'm gonna do now is just, so we got it pointed up here at my setup. Throw this right up in there. Okay. Different distances. Now, the 108 megapixel main lens or whatever on either phone doesn't do very well with like super close shots. So the good thing about the Xiaomi phone is that it does feature a macro lens. So, but that's not what this is for. I'm just going to show you guys. So like when it's fading in and out from whatever subject it's on, I'm okay with that. It's not bad. Now there are definitely phones that have a better or smoother transition than this, but it doesn't continuously hunt. It doesn't do any of that extra stuff. So I'm actually feeling that. So let's move around. You know, no hunting. When you got your shot, and when you're like clearly not focusing on one subject, it's not hunting for any one subject. It's doing a pretty good job in my opinion. So go ahead and check focus on this. You see it. It's a nice transition. So go ahead and that's the Xiaomi Note 10. We go ahead and check out the Samsung phone next. Okay, y'all. So now we're doing the autofocus test on the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. At this time, as well as with the other part, you can peep the audio. Everything is recorded on these phones, 4K 30 for both phones. So we're gonna do kind of the same thing, just move in and out of different subjects. So as you can see, I'm kind of having a little bit of an issue getting this to focus on this tripod. So there we go. All right. Okay, there it goes. Okay, then it jumped back out. So, hold on. Okay. Let me give it the lens a little wipe down real quick. See if that helps. Okay. Alright. So I had to tap the screen in order to get it to focus on my subject. So it's clearly an issue. You know, alright, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next. Let's see. Sorry about that. Alright. So like quality wise it's really nice, but like there's definitely an autofocus issue. So there it goes. But it doesn't really know like the subject. It gets like confused. Like it's clearly that the subject is the tripod, but it doesn't want to focus on that. It wants to switch between both things. So let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. I'm just gonna move some things in and out. Okay. Okay. Still pretty, like when I'm doing it, it doesn't get in full clarity. Like, and I definitely got to continuously kind of make moves. And you can see that it's kind of hunting. And like, not only that, I noticed that just the transitions like are more jittery, more, it's like a jump. Whereas like on the Xiaomi phone, it was a little bit more of a smooth transition. Both of these, my main reason for comparing these two cameras because they both kind of have similar setups. They both use the same Samsung 108 megapixel sensor. I believe the S20 actually has a bigger sensor. They both use the same lens. By the way, my mistake. They both use the same lens. The S20 Ultra has a bigger sensor. But like just moving around, See, it kind of jumped a little bit there. Let's see, let's go here. So my main reason for comparing these two phones is because of the similarities in the camera setup. In my opinion, if Samsung can get to the level of this, like while this phone isn't the best or anything by any means at autofocus, it does a lot better than it does on the S20 Ultra. If a software update can get us to that level, I think we'll be pretty happy. They both don't feature dual pixel autofocus, so that's why I feel like this was a really good comparison with these two cameras. So yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Like I said, man, both really good phones. Aside from the camera autofocus issue, the S20 Ultra definitely does take some amazing shots, but the autofocus definitely is a little bit of an issue, especially when video recording. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share, do it up for your boy. Ah, man, hope I'm back. I think I'm back. Let's get it. Stay quarantined up, stay clean, stay fresh, all that. It's your man Wayne Train. I'm out.